The child was the first to scream. In the middle of the market, with food still warm in his hands, his face twisted in pain and his body folded like dry leaves in harmattan wind. Bowls fell. People staggered. Some vomited, others collapsed, and the air filled with cries and fear. From the doorway of Mama Kande's restaurant, a sour smell drifted out, and Mama Kande stood there silently, wiping her hands on a stained cloth, her eyes calm as if she had been waiting for this moment. Long before that terrible day, in a sun-baked town called Igbo, life moved with rhythm and routine. The town sat where traders crossed paths, where stories were exchanged as often as goods, and where food was not just to fill the stomach but to bind the community together. In Igbo, people believed that whoever cooked for others carried power, because food entered the body and touched the spirit. Mama Kande had once been a respected woman. In her younger days, her kitchen was clean, her fire well tended, and her food praised from one village to another. Elders blessed her hands, saying she cooked with honesty. Travelers stopped just to taste her soup, and children smiled when they saw her ladle rise from the pot. But time, like a slow poison, changed Mama Kande's heart. As customers increased and money flowed, care disappeared. She stopped washing her pots properly. She no longer cleaned the floor where food spilled and rotted. Leftover soup was reheated again and again. Water used for washing plates grew brown before noon, yet plates kept dipping into it. Flies settled freely on uncovered food, and rats learned that her kitchen was a place of abundance. People whispered. Some warned her gently, but Mama Kande's pride had grown taller than wisdom. She insulted those who complained and mocked those who advised her. She said hunger had no pride and that anyone who wanted to eat must accept her ways. Still, people kept coming. Poverty chained some. Habit trapped others. And then there were those who came because of rumors. It was said Mama Kande had learned a secret that made customers return again and again, even when they fell sick afterward. Behind her restaurant was a refuse dump where the air was thick and the ground always damp. That was where Mama Kande met a wandering woman one evening. The woman's voice was dry, her eyes sharp like broken glass. She spoke of herbs, powders, and mixtures that could bend desire and silence complaints. She warned Mama Kande that such power always demanded payment, but Mama Kande laughed and counted her money instead. From that day, Mama Kande began adding strange things to her food. Not things meant for healing, but things meant to control. Sometimes it was ground leaves picked from dirty places, sometimes bitter powders mixed with spoiled ingredients. She believed that as long as people kept coming, nothing else mattered. Customers began to suffer. Some had constant stomach pains. Others dreamed strange dreams after eating her food. Children grew weak. Elders lost appetite for other meals. Yet people kept returning, as if pulled by an unseen rope. The elders of Igbo noticed. In the town's tradition, sickness that spreads from one source is never ignored. They called Mama Kande to answer for her ways, but she refused to come. She said no one owned her pot and no one could tell her how to cook. Then came the market day when everything broke open. The sickness struck fast and hard. People collapsed in public. Panic spread. Mothers screamed for their children. The elders rushed to Mama Kande's restaurant and forced their way inside. What they saw made even the strongest men turn away. Rotten food sat beside fresh ingredients. Dirty water filled bowls. Strange powders lay open near the cooking fire. The floor crawled with insects, and the air smelled of decay and guilt. Mama Kande was seized and brought before the council. This time, her tongue had no sharp words. Faced with the suffering she had caused, she confessed. She spoke of greed, pride, and fear of losing customers. She admitted that she had chosen money over human life and power over responsibility. The elders did not shout. They did not beat her. Their punishment was heavier than that. Mama Kande was forbidden from cooking for the town ever again. Her restaurant was pulled down, brick by brick. She was made to clean the market and wash plates for others, using clean water under watchful eyes, every day from sunrise to sunset. Worse still, Mama Kande herself fell ill. The same sickness she had fed others settled in her body. Healers treated her, but they said some pains are lessons that must be felt to be understood. In her weakness, Mama Kande remembered every warning she ignored and every life she endangered. Years passed. The town healed. A new rule was formed in Igbo that anyone who cooked for others must keep a clean heart and a clean kitchen. Children were taught that food carries spirit, and elders reminded one another that shortcuts always lead to long suffering. Mama Kande lived on, quiet and humbled. She no longer laughed loudly or counted money greedily. When people passed her sweeping the market, they saw a woman who had learned too late that the hands that feed others must be pure. And so the people of Igbo say to this day that dirt in the pot brings dirt to the soul, that greed poisons faster than rotten food, and that no secret added to a meal can escape the eyes of truth.